like he said, I was very skeptical. One, I'm poor. It was expensive. It is still expensive.
Financially, yes.
The pros and the cons, the one con is it's expensive. The rest is just the pro. I have so many sickness. I have diabetes, type 2, not type 1, so I'm okay with that. I've elevated high blood. I've got asthma. I have DVT, deep vein thrombosis, when I was pregnant with her. I have popped a vein in my leg, and so I have water retention. People say you're fat. No, I have water. I can go to the desert and not die quickly. So that's a good thing. But when he told me this, I was like, oh, it's so expensive. But then when he showed me like his his father-in-law and his mom, and then him and Christina, I was like, damn, that's really good for me. But then what was holding me back was money. Money. I was the one working only for my family, and my kids were still so young. And money, like when you get up every day, and every day you're just, you know, when you get a paycheck and before the end of the month your money's gone already. By the end of the month it's like, whew. That was for me. But then these two, my two girls, they're like, Ma, you have to try it. You have to try it. So the day we got it here, I got my stem cells, my first bottle, right? The first week I was sick. And then I was like, Winston, what's happening? I'm sick. And he says, don't worry, just keep at it, because your body's adjusting, right?
Okay.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. That's what they told me. I was like, okay. My thing was, I kid you not, I've taken out of my one set, because I'm still doing it in installments. Thank you. I took 2 bottles already. I've taken 2 bottles. In the space of 90 days, my blood sugar has leveled. You know when you reach a plateau and your level that doesn't go up? My blood sugar. I remember before my legs had soap, my feet, because I have, it's water, right? I had so much veins. By the side of your leg, you have that veins that you really hate. It disappeared. It disappeared it's a little bit back now because I have stopped, but it's disappeared. And even though I stopped taking it, I kid you not, I have not gained weight. Like, my clothes, I feel like sometimes my clothes are just too big. Sometimes. Like this shirt, I kid you not, before, I used to be like, I remember going into the bus and the person standing up, she thought I was pregnant. I was like, dude, I'm 45, I can't get pregnant. But, you know what I mean? It's like, it does. And I have very bad eyesight. Like, before, looking at that now, I can't read that. But I can still read it now.
Wow. Okay.
It's not too bad. And even the doctors, when they do, they do this eye check for me because of my diabetes, right? They always say, well, it hasn't changed. I have glasses that I wear sometimes because I teach. Because when I have to see what the kids are writing. But if I don't wear it, I leave it at work. It does really help. It does really do its job, and I am still going to get back into it, because when I had that, I have a bad knee because I fell on this knee with my bike. I hit it on a rock twice.
Wow.
It didn't hurt. Now it hurts a little bit sometimes, and every time I get up I have to steady myself, and they're always there to help me. But when I was on Portier, I had energy, and period pains, it was less. And honestly, I felt good. And emotionally as well. I felt really balanced.
She was more happier, and she did not limp.
Yeah.
She did.
I mean, when I travel, right? 3 hours, 2 hours a day. And she would get worried for me, because like, Ma, if you're not feeling well, don't go to work, but you have to go to work. When I was on Portier, I was emotionally more happier. I was physically more happier, and I used to have bad mental fog. When you go into like I would go into somewhere and I'm like, what am I doing here?
Really?
And then I would text both of them sometimes, what am I doing here? Ma! I was like, oh yeah, okay. You know, these things happen. And I am a cancer survivor.
Yeah. Wow.
So I survived.
Viral. Oh.
I survived. First operation was stage 1. Second, they took the other side out, was stage 2.
Wow.
So I thought, okay, I can't die. My thought was, when you hear the cancer sign, ding, 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 you kind of like, no, I can't die. She was 5 and she was 8.
You're just bad at dying.
Yeah, by the time. But I thought to myself, no, I can't go like this. And this actually can help. So I'm really, because you know when they say cancer, when it explodes in your body, it goes, it triggers, it hides in some places, and then, you know, everyone says, oh, I'm having a healthy lifestyle. No, you're not. Not in this life. You're not. It's not healthy. Pollution, everything, it affects us. So for me, I still want to work for my kids. I still want to provide a future for them. But like Christina says, if I don't have good health, how am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
Because no matter how good we are, we always have this generic limitation. It's health.
Yeah, it is. It's very true. My limitation now is not. My kids always say, "Ma, you're so smart." Yeah, but my limitation, my health, my body. My mind is so young. It's so sharp. But my body, it's like, girl, sit down, take a rest, you know? But I can't though. I can't stop. So for me, this is not, I'm not into this. I am into this for the business side. It's good. If we can try. I hate talking to people. So these are my mouthpieces. But for me, it's like, I'm in this for my health.
Right.
I'm in this for my health. Like, I feel things. Like, I do my normal checkup as a woman, you know, you get up a shower, you check, and stuff like that. I do that because I panic, you know? It's like, I always tell myself and my kids, before I die, I want to see your certificates that you've diploma. I graduated, Mom. And then, Lord, take me. But until then, I have to stay alive. And if this gives me another 20 years, I don't mind. I'll have to find a way to do it because there's nothing else I can provide. And honestly, as Micah would say, Ella, was I emotionally okay, right? When I was on Portia, right? Yeah, because
You were more happier, not stressed. You were stressed all the time.
You were
before.
emotionally unstable before.
Yeah.
And
She would have.
You would have like lash outs and stuff,
And
but you didn't mean it. But
and-
when you were on Portier, you were more level-headed.
Yeah.
And
I
she
had like, you know, when you feel like you have a clear aura. That was that.
Yeah, she had mood swings all the time.
I'm coming from someone, I have no thyroids. You need thyroid as a woman. You need thyroids.
Yeah,
That's where
Hormonal balance.
Primrose. That's where Primrose comes in.
Yeah.
Hormonal. I am so imbalanced right now that I have to take 2 pills every day. When I was in Portier, I actually stopped taking my pills. Like I stopped taking my 2 pills, and they were like, "Ma, are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to try. I want to see how it was." I was okay. So there even came a time where I had a checkup, and I remember telling Winston, I had a checkup on my blood sugar.
Yeah.
My blood sugar went down to 5, and that's normal.
That's normal.
That's very normal.
Yeah.
5 is very normal.
Yeah.
It's very quick. Yeah.
And so I for myself, I know that this works. That's my and the swelling on my leg. I have a swell on my leg. It swells still now, but not as bad as before. Before it used to be this big. They thought I had, you know, the disease called elephantitis.
Yeah.
It's big, right?
Yeah,
Mine
very
never
big.
got that big, but now it's just that. I never felt uncomfortable with it, but it never grew to the size where it was so tight
Yeah.
that you can't move. And I used to have cramps because of the circulation. I didn't have cramps, and I still do not have a lot of cramps. I still have some once in a while, but I never had it when I was on Portier. So if you guys are skeptical, if you have the money for it, please do get it. It's like Christina said, if we don't have health, how can we have wealth?
Right.
That's it. That's my testimony.
Thanks very much. Wow, it's a very touching